Pick the right Claude. So how the model selector saves you time and frustration. So here is something most people never do. They open Claude, they type their question, and they never once look at which model they are actually using. They just use whatever Claude defaulted to. And that's like hiring three people: a junior researcher, a senior analyst, and a strategic advisor, and always defaulting to the most expensive one, even when all you need is someone to short a list. Now, Claude gives you a choice, and let's learn how to use it. Claude currently runs on three different models: Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus. Now, each one is genuinely different, not just in speed and cost, but in what they are best at. Now, most people leave it on the default, and by the end of the session, you will know exactly which model to choose for which task, and you will be getting better results with less waiting. Meet the three models, one at a time. The three models, starting with Haiku. Fast, very fast and focused. Now, this is Claude's quickest model. It is built for tasks that don't require deep thinking. Summarizing tasks, shorting information, answering a specific question, and extracting the data or classifying something. Now, when a job is clear and the answer doesn't need a lot of nuance, Haiku gets it done in seconds. Next is Sonnet, your everyday workhorse. Now, this is the model most of your work should run on: writing, editing, analysis, research, drafting emails, and building documents. Sonnet handles all of it at a level that's genuinely impressive. Fast enough to feel immediate, smart enough to handle complexity. And for 70 to 80% of what you do in Claude, this is your model. Opus, your strategic thinker. Now, Opus thinks harder and longer. It is slower, but it handles the tasks that require genuine reasoning, working through a complex problem, synthesizing conflicting information, writing something where nuances really matter, or making a high stakes decision where quality of thinking counts. So use it when the quality of the answer is genuinely worth waiting a few extra seconds for. Now, how do you pick which one to use? And here is a simple decision rule you can use every time. The model selector rule. Simple task. Clear answer needed. Haiku. Writing, analysis, everyday work. Sonnet. Complex reasoning, high stakes output. Opus. So let's make this concrete with some real examples, and the examples that you will actually face. First one, summarize these 10 meeting notes into bullet points. Haiku is the best one. This is extraction and summarization, and Haiku will be done in about 5 seconds. Next, write a proposal for a new client. Tone should be professional and persuasive. They are a mid-sized property business. Sonnet is the right choice for it. This is writing that needs quality and context awareness. Haiku would produce for a writing task. I am deciding whether to enter a new market. Here are the financials, the competitive landscape, and our current capacity. What should we consider? Opus. Now, this is a multi-factor reasoning task where a shallow answer could cost you money. Now, there are traps to avoid. And here is the mistake people make in the other direction: using Opus for everything because they think more expensive means better. Now, for a task like summarizing your inbox or extracting line items from an invoice, Opus does not give you a better answer. It gives you the same answer slower. So you have used a strategic advisor to sort your post. So match the model to the task, and that is the whole skill. And here are some copy-paste prompt starters by model. Use with Haiku, summarize the key points from this text in 5 bullet points and paste the text. Next prompt, extract all the action items from these notes, paste notes. Classify each item in this list by category and paste the list. Now, these are all to be used by Haiku. Use with Sonnet prompts like these. Write a type of document for the type of audience, the tone, and include the key points. Or analyze this data and tell me what stands out and paste the data. Or edit this draft for clarity and conciseness. Paste the draft. Now, these are some of the prompts that you use with Opus. I'm trying to decide between option A and option B. Here is the context. Give the context. What should I be thinking about that I might be missing? Next is, here are 3 conflicting pieces of information. Paste the information, and how do I reconcile them? And that concludes our lesson. Key takeaways: well, 3 models, 3 jobs. Haiku for fast, focused tasks. Sonnet for everyday work. And Opus for complex reasoning. The model selector is at the bottom left of your message bar. One click to switch. And Opus is not best. It is most powerful. For the wrong task, it is slower with no benefit. So default to Sonnet, switch to Haiku when speed matters more than depth. Switch to Opus when the thinking genuinely needs to be hard.